Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. I really just wanted to do a pink and yellow eye look today. So that's pretty much the gist of what's gonna happen, I think. I'm doing a little series maybe with the Grandbabies, doing my makeups or picking my makeups or whatever they're comfortable doing. And our youngest is only 2, so she cannot give consent. So I thought maybe I could insert some photos of her doing my makeup here in this video without actually like showing too much of her on camera. Does that make sense? That's what I thought I would do. Anyway, I pulled out 4 palettes, which I know sounds excessive, but I want to play. And I couldn't quite get everything I wanted with just like 1 or 2, so I embraced choosing multiple. I pulled out my Nomad, and I think this is Marrakesh. Okay, I thought so, because I always get the song stuck in my head. I'm gonna use this yellow. I know, a whole palette for 1 shade, but that's why it's fun. I pulled out my Unearthly Sleepover palette for the pinks. I'm thinking maybe this one and maybe this one for some depth. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. And for my yellow shimmer, I pulled out my Gloss Gods Lavender Skies for that kind of orangey yellow shimmer called Daybreak. It's not the perfect yellow that I was looking for, but most of my yellow shimmers have like a duochrome shift to pink or green or blue. And I really didn't want that. So I figured that would be a pretty good one. And then I pulled out my Cleona Dragon Fruit palette for some pink shimmer, and possibly this one on top of the yellow shimmer from the Gloss Gods palette, just to see if I can get closer to what I had in my mind. Okay, so that took way too long. Let's just get into this. On my Refer number 2, this happens to be like the pro handle they were doing for a minute. I don't think they're doing it anymore. I've not seen anything on the website. I'm gonna go into that yellow from the Marrakesh palette called Oregon Fruit, Oregon Oil. And that's gonna go over a fair amount. I want this to be very yellow. I don't know. I think I've done something similar before, but I can't really remember. So we're taking a whack at it again. I love just playing makeups. And honestly, I'm wearing a yellow dress, obviously, but I'm also wearing a very pink bra, which you can sort of see in different like angles. That was the inspo for this look. Okay, so our youngest grandbaby, her name is Herbie, or that's what we call her. Her name is Vera. I call her Herbie. Lots of people call her by her actual name. I have given all the grandbabies nicknames. I give pretty much everybody nicknames. Anyway, she has liked getting her nails done for a little while now. And then she started wanting to do makeups. And I'm like, absolutely, you know, whatever I can do. She's very smart. I'm not sure what's in her head and what makes her think it's supposed to go on other body parts, but she definitely does, and I think it's hilarious. So I, of course, don't discourage it. All right, let's go into some pink mattes from the Unearthly palette. I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 7 into that dark shade called Sweetheart, and I'm gonna use that just on like the outermost corner crease area like I normally do. So yeah, she's been really into doing makeups, and I have a like acrylic box type thing that I keep in the cabinet that they can choose from if they want to play with makeups, the grandbabies. The older ones can use like my palettes, the one that I use on the reg, but the babies, oof, I cannot, my heart can't handle it. They go in so hard and so rough that I'm just like, these are the ones that you can have and play with. So just, I don't know, it's just so much fun watching them. I think by the time this goes up, yeah, by the time this goes up, you've already seen Ronan, Leanie, Jackson, probably baby Xander as well. So yeah, the bigger kids who can understand the concept of gentle can use mine. Otherwise, they use the ones that I've put aside for them. So all that to say, she chose the ColourPop and Powerpuff Girls. So there was, I think, one glitter in that palette, and she pretty much used the entire pan of blue glitter on me. That was interesting. I went through a fair amount of butterscotch tape to, you know, clean up the glitter and keep it from just spreading everywhere. Now I'm going to go into the Flirty shade, which is like the medium pink. And that's just going to go kind of everywhere else, I think. But it was really, really fun. Cute Baby is just turned 7. Actually, when I'm filming this yesterday, but he is super into doing makeup and painting nails and things like that. So he's been doing makeups with me for quite a while. We tried to film a video once, but it didn't really work out. So we haven't done that. I am going to try again somehow, you know, to get him, because he wants to pretty badly. So we'll do that, but he can paint his nails. He's been doing it for a couple of months now. He's really careful. He pays attention. He listens to the, you know, tips and tricks I give him. So he's allowed to paint his nails. And Herbie really wants to. And so she'll say, when I'm 6, like my Cute Baby brother. And yes, when you're 6, you can paint your nails like Cute Baby brother. That's what I call it. I mean, Cute Baby's real name is Wyatt, but I call him Cute Baby. I always have. I probably always will. I told him I'll stop calling him that when he wants me to, and he does not want me to. So anyway, she calls him Cute Baby brother, which is just like, I don't know. They're all just so stinking cute. Yes, I'm just gonna over the 2 with the pink and the yellow brush until they're blended. So anyway, I'll be very, very excited when Herbie is old enough and wants to film with me. I just really like hanging out with the babies, and they seem to really like hanging out with me, which is interesting because I always think that I am pretty darn boring, but they don't seem to mind. And I just, you know, for the record, I do show interest in things that they like, not just, makeup with me. I definitely would never do that to any of them. I don't always understand the stuff that we're talking about, like Pokemon. I cannot wrap my head around Pokemon for anything. And dinosaur names. Q Baby has been very into dinosaurs like his entire life. And I can name 5 dinosaurs. Littlefoot, Ducky, Sarah, Petrie, Spike. Yeah. So, but that's pretty much it. And I've had to nickname some of the ones that Cute Baby likes because I just can't hang on to it. It's gone. They are so tricky. There goes the eyeshadow palette that I'm using. Fantastic. Okay, I retrieved the palette while I was off camera and just finished blending out the pink and the yellow shades a bit more because I really think it's time to play with some of the shimmers. So we're going to use the Lavender Sky palette in that orange shade, well, orangey yellow, called Daybreak. I'm very, very excited for this. At the moment, I don't have too much fallout, so I think I want to wet the brush straight out the gate. Okay, so I wet that yellowy shade. Yeah, see, even this has a little bit of a pinky orange shift. Why are there no straight up vibrant yellow shimmers? I have a couple pastel-y ones in the Pastel Gardens palette that Fash sent me, but I think that's probably too pastel. Maybe if I top it with the Dragon Fruit shimmer. Let's try that. Booping into that Bubbles shade from the Dragon Fruit. Yeah, I think I can mix those two and get a decent yellow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yay, yay, yay. A little bit more from the Gloss Gods palette, and then I'll go in with the Dragon Fruit. Okay, back into the Dragon Fruit palette. That shade is one of the kind of flakier shades, and it is a bit shifty as well, but it gives a bit of a brighter yellow look to the yellow eyeshadow. Okay, that's pretty darn cute. I'm just gonna clean off my brush and then we'll do the pink shimmer. And for the pink, I think we're gonna go with Sweetened right there, and then possibly I'll boop over it a little bit with this up here called Refresh. That should be okay. Sweetened is more of a satin metallic as opposed to a really bright shimmery shimmer shade. But I love it. It's so pretty. I love this palette. I was so happy when I got it because, I'd heard people were saying you have to like pink eyeshadow to like this palette. And I was like, well, I kind of like pink eyeshadow, but I think for me, it's a really good palette. It's got the green that I love so much, and the pink, it's got some purple. It's just a really, really nice palette. Okay, that needs a bit of a blend. Going back into the Unearthly Sleepover palette and just blending right along the edge of that shimmery pink on the outer portion and a little bit up here. I don't want there to be any weird lines or anything like that. I'm getting another Singe Beauty because I need to go back into the Bubbles shade. I'm gonna try that and see if that helps this blend. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That way there's no, like, again, weird lines or anything like that. Back in for some more. Yeah, this one's very chunky and flaky, so I'm gonna have to be like pretty strategic with the blend. I'm gonna go into that Refresh shade and boop that in, yep, boop that in here. That's the ticket right there. The Sweetened, I think, was just a little too dark to blend the yellow and the pink together. Now go in with Sweetened on the other side to blend out. Just love playing with makeup. Look at that. That's really fun. Okay, I'm actually going to go film another video with this wild and crazy look on. So I'm gonna do that and then I will come back and show you the finished look at the end. All right, I'm back and the look is done. I haven't put on lashes yet. I wanted to show you before I do. So I'll scooch in a little bit for an up close without the lashes. Okay, let me go lock up my lashes real quick and then I'll come back and we can have a quick chat and I'll tell you what else is on my face in case you are interested, and then we'll be done. All right, I'm back. Lashes are on and yeah, per usual, it just, you know, gives the look a little something else. As far as the eyeshadows go, I really like this look. I was able to use all 4 of these palettes to get what I was hoping in my head. Because, you know, I don't really, I don't know. It's hard for me to see what something will look like, but I had a color palette, if you will, in mind. So yeah, I think it worked, at least to that degree. Anyway, real quick, what's on my face. I have used up almost all of this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I have it upside down so I can use the last little bit. I primed with my Dennis Marks Yummy Skin Powder Balm thingy. My concealer is the Juvia's Place concealer. I like this so much. I pulled out 3 face products I haven't used in quite a long time, along with my Danessa Myricks. This is the, nope, Natasha Denona. It's her contour powder, but this time of year, it really looks more like a bronzer on me. So I used a little bit of that with my Nabla Skin Bronzing Sunkissed Perfect Bronzing Powder in the shade Dune. I've had this for a very long time and I never use it. So I pulled it out today. It's so good. I don't know why. I mean, there's quite a bit of product gone, so I don't know why I haven't used it in a while. But I also pulled out my Nabla Glass Finish Glow Powder in Adults Only. I think this gives the perfect, like, sunburned cheek look. I love this. Again, I haven't pulled it out and used it in a long time, but there's a giant dip in it, so I've definitely used it a bunch. And last you may have guessed it, the Nabla Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in Ozone. Mine is a little bit broken, like the square product itself is, you know, not glued in anymore. But I love these products. I just, you know, having a fairly large collection of makeups, I forget to use things. So I was really, really excited to pull that out. And my finishing powder is the Sephora Per Use. And I think that is everything. So hopefully I remembered to include the pictures of Herbie and you enjoyed seeing what I'm comfortable showing of her. She is just amazing. She's smart, she's funny, she's very, very sassy, very bossy, and just lovely. She's amazing. But like all of my grandbabies, you know, they're all pretty darn cool. So anyway, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.